Next-generation vehicles, Apple's electric car. Everyone around the world is familiar with the iPhone and iPad, as well as Apple, the business that created them. According to evidence, Apple is aggressively pursuing Project Titan, its debut in the autonomous vehicle industry. Not much is known of the project, but of course, the technology involved will be a technical quantum leap comparable to the original iPhone. It'll be on another level, much like when you first saw the iPhone, something that will radically disrupt the current levels of operation in the automobile vehicle business. We have compiled all of the most recent leaks and rumors about Apple's automobile project and distilled it all into factual information. Stay tuned to learn more about Apple's electric car and what's going on behind the scenes at Apple. Apple Inc. is a multinational technology firm headquartered in Cupertino, California, that specializes in consumer devices, software, and online services. Apple is the world's second most valuable company, the fourth largest personal computer vendor by unit sales, and the second largest mobile phone manufacturer, with a revenue of US $365.8 billion in 2021. As of May 2022, it is the world's second most valuable company, the fourth largest personal computer vendor by unit sales, and the second largest mobile phone manufacturer. Over the years, Apple has come to be synonymous with luxury and high class because of its exceptional build quality. With the iPhone firmly established as Apple's most profitable gadget, the company is now turning its attention to other areas of research and development, including the prospect of a car-related project. The initial details about the Apple car began to circulate in early 2015. However, Apple's interest in an automobile extends back to before the debut of the original iPhone, with Apple executives discussing the possibility of developing one before the device was released. Steve Jobs pondered constructing an Apple car, but he is said to have opted against it in 2008, choosing to concentrate on the iPhone. In June 2017, Apple CEO Tim Cook made a rare public statement about the company's development of autonomous driving software, confirming the company's efforts. Apple is notorious for keeping discreet about its projects. However, the Apple car will most likely be positioned as a substantially higher-end product than a regular electric vehicle. Even though Apple is a business with huge pockets that manufactures hundreds of millions of technology goods each year, with parts sourced from all over the world, it is definite that the company will face a lot of issues in manufacturing a car. It took Elon Musk's Tesla 17 years to make a consistent profit on its vehicles. Tesla's stocks fell 6.5% after making its debut in the S&P 500. Having a very complicated production network around the world does not happen overnight, as Tesla and others in the auto industry have demonstrated. Although Tesla is now worth more than nearly every other automobile manufacturer combined. Therefore, it seems every industrial corporation on the planet, especially Apple, wants in on a piece of the action. Vehicle contract manufacturers frequently want volume orders to make a profit, which could represent a hurdle even to Apple, which would be a newbie in the automotive sector. At the very least, 100,000 vehicles per year are required to have a profitable assembly factory. It may be difficult for Apple to manufacture a significant number of cars right away. However, if there is one corporation on Earth with the resources to do that, it is most likely Apple. At the same time, manufacturing a car is much more complex than a cell phone. The exact Apple car's design specifications are still unknown, however. But due to concepts, we can picture what the future Apple automobile will look like. Designers have been able to build an Apple automobile using patents Apple has already filed related to its car endeavors. It resembles Inspector Gadget's vehicle, a hybrid of a hatchback, crossover, and van. Siri's Apple Voice Assistants will be included in the steering wheel's revolving screen. The car features excellent audio from top speaker manufacturers tuned to match the design of the interior. Thanks to the huge glass surface, the cabin appears to be quite roomy and comfy. The dashboard consists of a single large touch-sensitive screen that is used to access the controls and settings. This will be akin to the EQS sedan from Mercedes-Benz, which features a gigantic wall-to-wall hyperscreen. Since 2014, when it initially began to create its vehicle from scratch, Apple's automotive ambitions have progressed unevenly. After learning how challenging the project is, the corporation reduced its scope. Apple paused its endeavor to focus on software and reevaluated its objectives at one time. The consensus was that Apple had scaled back its ambitions to build a car and was focusing solely on autonomous technology to sell to others. However, analysts were skeptical, as this is not something Apple does. It does not create technology and then license it to other companies. It manufactures consumer goods. Analysts outlined plausible reasons why they believe Apple is still poised to enter the automotive vehicle industry. Cars not only represent a market large enough to move Apple's needle and one that is undergoing technological disruption. This fits well with Apple's traditional MO, which is that it is highly skilled at targeting the high end of an already large but otherwise commoditized market. They enter the market by designing a better product that creams off the industry's high price/margin tops and thus drive a self-reinforced high-end demographic and closed-loop ecosystem. There have been signs that show Apple's hot pursuit of a stance in the car manufacturing industry. The first is that Apple now has authorization for 55 self-driving vehicles to operate on California roadways. That figure was only 3 a year ago. Furthermore, Apple just wooed Jamie Wadu away from Google's self-driving car company, Waymo. She is a systems engineer with extensive experience in this field. Another indicator is Apple's hire of Ulrich Kranz to manage its electric car project. Kranz is a well-known figure in the auto business, having worked for BMW and has ties to the company's electric vehicle models, the i3 and i8. In late 2021, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reported that Apple had decided to go all in on their car project, creating a fully driverless vehicle. Apple is refocusing its car project on a self-driving vehicle that requires no driver interaction, a goal that other automakers such as Tesla have yet to attain. Apple will require partners to produce its vehicle because it has no experience with car manufacturing, and it is thought to be working on establishing collaborations in the automotive industry. Apple has undertaken negotiations with Hyundai and other companies, but no decisions have been made. Apple's debut vehicle chassis could be based on Hyundai's eGMP electric vehicle platform, according to Quo, but it's unclear whether this will happen because Apple may not be able to create cooperation with Hyundai. Reportedly, with the help of a Korean company, Apple is going to construct a domain control unit. The self-driving sensor of the alleged Apple car should be housed in the domain control unit. It's logical to presume that, like contemporary Tesla cars, the software platform would feature a huge, central dashboard screen. The new Apple car could possibly come without a steering wheel, similar to Elon Musk's proposal for the Model 2. The affordable Tesla car, according to the CEO, may not have a steering wheel or pedals and will be utilized for ride-hailing. It will be fascinating to observe how the two titans of industry compete in this arena. Nowadays, cars have their operating systems, and the Apple car will be no different. According to sources, the Apple car will be equipped with a custom-made car OS similar to the one used by Tesla, a centrally integrated operating system. Apple is reportedly working on a software framework that will allow it to control every aspect of the vehicle's operation. This operating system will seek to improve navigation, entertainment, and educational function, as well as the sensors that aid data processing. Apple's Silicon Engineering Group, which also built the processor for the M1 Max, iPhones, and other gadgets, created the processor in development for the automobile. According to Bloomberg, this microprocessor is the most advanced Apple has designed internally. It's reported to be made up of neural processors capable of handling autonomous driving's artificial intelligence requirements. When the chip runs out, a sophisticated internal cooling system may be required. The Apple car might work with the combined charging system, a charging standard for electric vehicles. Companies like Tesla, BMW, Ford, General Motors, Kia, Hyundai, and others support the CCS, and Apple car owners would be able to utilize existing charging stations if they adopted the standard. Apple is also reported to be working on a new battery design that might dramatically lower battery cost while also increasing vehicle range. Finally, according to industry sources, Apple plans to put out Apple Car at the high end of the electric vehicle market, with pricing starting at $100,000. However, given the availability of electric vehicles in that price range, the Tesla Model S, for example, is in that price bracket. As the auto industry continues to seriously expand into the electric and self-driving automobile markets, if the Apple automobile were to hit the market, it might be the greatest threat to Elon Musk's Tesla than any other car maker at this time. But all of this should be taken with a grain of salt or two. Apple has previously given us plenty of reasons to be skeptical about its future in the automobile industry. But certainly, with the amount of money spent on research and development, the company should definitely come up with something involving the auto industry very soon. What do you think of Apple's new car? Tell us in the comments. We'd like to know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.